Neon lights, neon lights. Hey, dancing with my demons, do the dash, we out of sight. Run it up, secure the bag.
Hello and welcome to the SoulInsights Podcast. I'm Kyle and Loxton, joined by
Kyle.
And what are we doing? Oh yeah,
we're just chatting shit today, basically. All of our normal stuff. We've got some quiz cards and a few jokes, so we're just going to kind of see where the wind takes us.
Thanks.
And for anybody watching on YouTube, the camera's frozen already on that. So.
Right, music recommendation is Xavier Wolf. First Light is XAVIERWULF. And it's going on the SI Pod playlist. The beat is sick and the song is pretty sick, to be honest. It's off that Tyro playlist again, isn't it? That we keep playing, but
yeah, Xavier Wolf was a good inclusion in there, and
a new recommendation as well. When we saw that playlist, is the Funk playlist, isn't it? Is it just called Funk?
It is literally called Funk.
It's got a lot of likes, and if you like that sort of music, which is kind of like Suicide Boys vibe, then definitely check that playlist out as well.
Go and give it a gander.
Right, TV from game, mate.
Oh, already. Right. TV, the only thing I've been watching recently is old, which is the Welcome to Wrexham thing. And that's just because Netflix is being a prick.
I have to do the update on
I had to go on to, you can't fucking sponge accounts, even though technically I pay for it. I just live in a different household to the other person that also pays for it, and we split an account that can have 4 people watching at any given time. So, why the fuck would 4 people in the same household all be watching different things? Like,
it's good, isn't it?
So, why can't you spread it across 2? So
that's what she said.
Fuck you. So I've ended up on Disney Plus, haven't I? No, that's bad, because that actually makes me watch things that I haven't necessarily watched. And actually, so we'll just go on from that. So I've been watching Welcome to Wrexham, which is actually quite good. And the film is actually I think it's a Disney exclusive. It's an old film remade with new people, so White Men Can't Jump.
With Jack Harlow?
2023 version.
Banging.
Really, it is actually a really good film.
Have you seen the first one?
No, I haven't watched the first one, but that was good. Jack Harlow is actually quite good in it. His whole role was just jokes, basically.
I could imagine, like I said to you, he'd be quite a cool actor. I think he's just got that personality just to settle into that sort of role. But you should watch the first one, actually. It's quite good.
Yeah, I might.
It's quite dated,
watch
maybe,
that.
but it is.
But I'll give it a bit of time, because it's going to be the same, isn't it? Essentially,
it's basketball sort of.
Well, it's going to be. It's probably based off the same thing, isn't it? So,
yeah, I'll try and watch the second one because I actually quite like the first one.
Cool. Game. I was going to do Sackboy: A Big Adventure because we've been playing it and it actually slaps, doesn't it?
It's quite fun.
I know it's been out for a couple years now, but it was a good game. Like it brings back proper Little Big Planet 1 and 2 vibes.
And the co-op actually is quite cool in it as well. The aspects of
There's meaning to actually playing a 2-player game.
Yeah.
But the other one, which the game came out on the 25th, I think, of May, Lord of the Rings Golem. Exactly.
I haven't heard anything about that.
No, I didn't even realise it was out.
Oh. I think it's all one big stealth game though, so whether you like that or not.
Yeah, I'm not going to play it, but I just thought it's a high caliber game, isn't it, really? So it'd be jokes, just say it.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing. So.
I've got a couple of updates actually before we move on, because obviously we're just chatting it. We watched the PlayStation Access. Any standout games on that?
It wasn't PlayStation Access.
What was it?
Just PlayStation Showcase.
Oh, it was similar.
PlayStation Showcase on the 24th of May. Main standout, Spider-Man 2.
And Assassin's Creed Mirage, I think. They're the two main ones. Metal Gear, maybe.
Resident Evil 4 VR. It's a pretty cool little inclusion in there.
Yeah, that looked quite fun.
For VR, PSVR 2, obviously. Metal Gear Solid. Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Looked like it would be a game you could probably get into. We haven't actually played the first one, but I know what it is. But that could be a potential game for the future.
They had a couple good ones, to be honest, but like a lot of it, like you said, is indie style, wasn't
weird
it?
Stuff, or like the Japanese like anime kind of games, like your Final Fantasy. Yeah. So Final Fantasy 16, there's a big one. Not most of it wasn't really our kind of thing. The VR titles looked better than the non-VR titles they were showing, didn't they? Like the shooter games and that. It
does look good, like you said. That the VR is actually starting to look a bit more fun. It's not just like glitchy pile of shit, which I always thought VR seemed to be a bit like it.
It's more online with Oculus and Quest.
Yeah,
now.
the zombie game as well. Quite cool. Remember that?
Yeah, Yeah, there's quite a few good shouts in there, and Beat Saber for PSVR 2 now as well. Not that there'll be a massive difference, I can't imagine, but cool thing to put in anyway. So.
And that's all this year, is it, releases?
I've no idea.
Oh, right.
No, not necessarily. So probably 2023, 24. Spider-Man 2 is this year.
And a lot of them's going to be for the PS5, so they're actually embracing the new generation, isn't it? The current gen,
I suppose Spider-Man should be anyway, because Miles Morales was obviously PS5 only.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No, I played that.
It started off. Did it start off as PS5 only? I thought it was supposed to be. No, yeah, then I thought you've played it, haven't you?
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been. Anyway.
They might have made a different version for it, but...
Yeah.
And there's 2 trailers, which I'd say. One game is Mortal Kombat 1. So I don't know if you mentioned that last time.
No.
But I'm gassed for that.
No, because it wasn't out last time. The trailer wasn't out last time we did.
Oh, right. They did a sneak preview, I think. But now they've actually done the announcement trailer. I think that'll be really cool, where they're going to take that and film Barbie.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
Do a Lipa soundtrack.
And the fact where they're going with that Barbie storyline actually looks quite cool. Like, it's not like a kid's Barbie world sort of vibe. It's kind of look like they're slapping a bit of reality on there, which looks quite cool. Jokes.
Bringing Barbie into the real world.
Yeah, but she's still got that Barbie mindset where everything's perfect and amazing. And
obviously knock that out of her.
Yeah.
It's not the only thing you can knock out of her either, is it?
So that's... that's all the stuff. I thought I might say them when I've seen them. But.
Cool. Book?
Right, yeah, Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, Chapter 4, Faces in the Crowd, catching glimpses of humanity from a distance, and the word is lock-heartedness. The atmosphere of camaraderie when people are stuck together in a certain place, a stalled elevator, a shelter during a storm, the sleeper car of a train, which leaves them no other option but to be present with each other, with nowhere else to go and nobody else to be.
So it is literally waiting simulator.
We're like stuck in an elevator, you can't do anything, or stuck on a underground train, like it's delayed or something. Like, oh my god.
Sitting in the airport's the biggest thing, I think, though. You're literally just sitting there waiting.
That's alright, though, because you got a bit of space. I think it's more like it's the enclosedness of something. So when we had to go to Gatwick, you have to take that little train through Croydon, and it got so full that it stopped. So you're this packed train that you're just stood there like, what are you doing? Like, and you know London, like you can't make eye contact. What are you doing? Just sat there staring at the weather app on your phone or something, just to look busy or some bullshit. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'd just stare at the wall with my music. But
stare at your feet or something, and like
it's but that's not necessarily camaraderie. But I know. Do you know what I thought? When you're stuck in an elevator and it stops, then you got that shit joke or small talk that someone will say just to break the silence, and you're just going to be like, turn into the devil, twisted neck. And,
Do you remember when we were in Bridgewater? And we were stood in the elevator, in the lift rather, and we went to watch a film. And as we were in now, I think it was me, turned around and said something like Gulliver's Travels instead of Gulliver's Travels.
Well, they said, what are you watching, isn't it?
Gulliver's Travels. And then we were giggling, and the person was just like, what are you on?
You just said one word and you started laughing. It was just like someone's just lost their mind in an elevator.
Other people don't necessarily approve of it, do they? But
that makes sense.
Fuck them.
I mean, like you said, it could go awkward, not necessarily camaraderie. Like it is just like have to deal with these fucking people. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Right. Cocktail, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
So the cocktail is called Eggnogs. The original eggnog recipe dates from about 1775 and goes something like this. Into a large bucket, pour as much brandy or rum as you can. Lay your hands on. What is one word that? Place the bucket beneath a neighbouring cow and milk until the bucket is full. Add eggs, stir with an axe handle. It's not always easy to find cows and axe handles nowadays, but modern science has come to the rescue in the form of pre-mixed non-alcoholic eggnog, to which you can add your chosen liquor. For the most basic eggnog, add 12 ounces of brandy to 2 pints of eggnog mix and sprinkle grated nutmeg on the top. There are many alternatives to brandy, rum, whiskey, cider, port, sherry. All of them will produce the same effects of a slightly glazed eye and a faint trace of froth at the lips. Eggnogs are traditionally only drunk during the Christmas season and are best dealt with in front of an open fire while you and your beloved are waiting to see what Santa is bringing you down the chimney. In our case, it's usually a hangover.
Fuck that.
Eggnog.
Yeah, exactly. Eggnog. Fuck off. Eggnog.
It's like alcoholic eggnog now, because eggnog is
Eggnog is
alcoholic,
alcoholic
is it?
drink normally, yeah. That's why there says in there non-alcoholic. So
I thought it was just some
add
egg
your
thing.
own thing.
Oh right, I didn't think it was.
I think it's we're probably wrong, but I don't think people in this country drink it, do they?
What's that other drink? Advocat, is it?
Advocat, yeah.
Isn't that like an eggnog drink?
I don't really
Does it make
know.
a snowball? Is it? Is
yeah,
that what
like
it
a
is?
liqueur thing.
I've never had one of them either. Snowball, is it?
Milk punch or egg milk punch, when alcoholic beverages are added, is a rich, chilled, sweet and dairy-based beverage.
It's probably nice.
It is traditionally made with milk, cream, sugar, egg yolks, and whipped egg whites, which gives a frothy texture. A distilled spirit such as brandy, rum, whiskey, or bourbon is often the key ingredient. So eggnog is literally the stuff with a spirit put in it
just
to make it the eggnog. Advocat.
Right. I mean, if you're lactose and you fucking
Traditional Dutch alcoholic beverage made from eggs, sugar, and brandy.
It's basically the same, isn't it?
Rich and creamy drink, has a smooth custard-like consistency.
And that bangs.
Yeah, that is actually quite nice, that stuff.
Yeah.
But
Would
you
you
couldn't
think
drink much of it. But people have eggnog, like, you see Americans drinking it and they've got like a carton. And they're just drinking it. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But would you think it tastes a bit like the avocado? I mean, it might be cool just to like attempt to make it and just to see for yourself, because I wouldn't mind it. Like, I don't mind eggs and that, but I mean, that's like raw eggs. Yeah, wouldn't you just sipping?
Yeah, but when it's mixed in, it's
fry an egg and just whack it in there. Oh my god,
beautiful. Scramble that.
Disgusting.
Scrambled eggs and brandy.
Oh, like clumpy little scrambled egg, and you cut. Oh my,
lumpy
like
shit. Just lumpy shit, isn't that?
But yeah, so I don't think. Yeah, I wouldn't try that. I mean, that wouldn't necessarily be a rude cocktail. I don't know.
Milking a cow, isn't it?
Jokes for a Christmas thing. On a Christmas card, there was a picture of a woman wiping her face, and the caption was, she didn't know Santa's sack was that full this year. Jokes. Right, let's move on.
Right, let's go. We've got a little quiz that we're going to do.
Right, yeah.
How exactly are we going to... There's some gaming questions and some general trivia questions. There's 5 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to go through it? You ask me the questions, I write down the answers, and then I tell you the answers after, or I tell you the answers during?
Because if they want to play along, if anyone's listening, we won't do the answer straight away, so we can just do it as a group of 10, and then we'll just go back through them, and I'll say the answer and see what you have. So don't tell me what you've written down, just see. You'll have to at least say an answer, though, to something.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be quite hard for some, because obviously we don't know what's going on, but...
Like the capital of a country. It's like, I don't know what that country even is. How am I supposed to say the capital?
Shall I mix some of these? So 5 are, like, did you say gaming related, and some of them are general knowledge?
I'd say do one general knowledge, one gaming, and then keep going like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, question 1. I can't really read it. In what sport are competitors forbidden to play left-handed? Is it tennis, croquet, or polo? I'll jot one down. Tennis, croquet, or polo?
No, actually, okay, no, that makes sense.
Yeah? Okay, right, gaming one. In what year was the first Tomb Raider game released?
Is there options?
No.
Fuck.
It's a banger year, I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm going to
GOAT
assume that I know
happened
what
that
year is. I'm going to assume that I know what that year is.
The GOAT was born that year. Right,
clearly not talking about himself.
What is the name of the device used to convert sound to electricity? Convert sound to electricity, yeah? You haven't just written your noun or something?
No,
cool.
I've tried to do something sensible.
Right, the Sega Genesis was known by what name outside of North America?
There's no options.
You'd actually... You've seen this before, though, with a game that you used to own for PS3.
So
it was in the title.
Exactly.
What the fuck? But yeah, so I'm just going to say it for the people playing, because no one else will fucking know what I just said. The Sega Genesis was known by what name outside of North America? There you go. Right, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, what the fuck? Right, we're doing that. How many... What? Patents, yeah? Patents.
Patents.
How many patents did Thomas Edison accumulate worldwide? 512, 87, or 178? Patents.
Patent. Do you not know what a patent is?
Isn't it like an accolade? Something.
It's like, so if you've got a theory,
yeah,
You get I might be wrong. Fuck knows. You get a patent to do it.
Right.
It's something to do with like science and like creating things. The patent is like how.
I thought it was like an achievement or something.
It's like how you do it.
Oh right.
I think. We'll take a brief pause a minute.
Not great with fancy
Google
words,
it.
to be fair. No trouble.
Patent is a type of intellectual property that gives its owner the legal right to exclude others from making, using, or selling an invention.
Right.
It's basically a copyright.
Mm.
I was wrong. I
would not have known that. I thought it was just something, like you said, something that you've done, like an accolade or something. But then it's like, yeah. Right, okay. Guitar Hero, the first game in the Guitar Hero franchise, was released for which game console? Ooh, it's quite cool, that one. The first Guitar Hero was released on what console? It was a banger game as well. If you ever played Guitar Hero,
Guitar Hero
OG.
is insane. Like
And DJ Hero.
Most of them.
And Drum
Rock
Hero.
bands.
Is it
as
Drum
well.
Hero? I don't know.
I don't know, but
What is more commonly referred to as dry ice? Solid carbon dioxide, card ice, or solid hydrogen? Cardis, maybe? I would say card ice. I don't know these fancy
Wait, what?
fucking words.
Do you read the options again, please?
What is more commonly referred to as dry ice? Solid carbon dioxide, cardis, or solid hydrogen?
Okay.
Right, who is the main protagonist of the Witcher video game franchise? You have to say where he's from as well. I said he, so I gave something away. Witcher.
I know his name.
You've watched the series as well, so you should know. Delve into the archive of your mind, mate.
I think I've got it.
Right, okay. Alright, 2 left. How many pairs of ribs do human beings have? 8 pairs, 12 pairs, or 16 pairs? You've broken most of them, so you should know. I'll keep counting your ribs.
I mean, surely.
Skinny
If you've
boy.
got 16 pairs of ribs, you're insane.
Well, in what year was the first Final Fantasy game released?
Fucking 12 BC, probably.
Well, they've made about 80 now, so just go back. That's the last question. What year was Final Fantasy?
Oh, what's it going to... Right, okay, fuck it, that'll do, won't it?
Right, I don't know if
Right.
these are actually back in order from what
I
said,
think it's
so.
more jokes if I say my... You go to the question, read the question again, I say my answer, and you tell me if I'm
Yeah,
right.
so I'm reading the question again, yeah?
Yeah, well, yeah,
And
because
then
then
you
it
say
makes
the
more
answer.
sense,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Okay,
So,
go.
if you played them. So, in what sport are competitors forbidden to play left-handed?
Polo.
Yes.
Because croquet, a lot of people play two-handed, and tennis,
You can backhand,
you play
can't
left or right-handed.
Yeah.
Polo, it makes more sense that you have to be on the everybody has to be on the same side of the horse playing.
I think I'd be shit at that then. Because I'm normally left-handed, whatever you do.
Yeah.
You just swing it like a... Right,
Yeah.
you'll have to count it down.
Anyway,
You have to jot down your score, because I'll forget what you did. Hopefully these are all in order. It should be, shouldn't it? I'll just put them back, so... But yeah?
Yep.
In what year was the first Tomb Raider game released?
96.
Yes.
1996, yeah.
See, goats were
Goat,
born
yeah.
that year.
Yeah, I was
Goat
going to
year.
say 95, and then you said the goats were born, so I was like, okay, 96.
Fuck's sake. What is the name of the device used to convert sound to electricity?
It's a sound machine thing to electric.
What you're speaking through?
Oh, is that literally what it is? It's a
Yeah.
microphone. I don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, to be fair, it's how it's worded. It's a little dickhead, isn't it? Right, yeah. The Sega Genesis was known by what name outside of North America?
Sega Drive.
Oh, the Sega Mega Drive.
I wanted to fucking say that. But then, I didn't think it'd be called that. I know the game was called that because
Was
that's what
it?
my mind
Yeah.
first went. If you didn't say what you said, I would have written Sega Mega Drive. But
Oh.
then you said something which made me second guess myself about if it was the whole thing or not.
Oh, right.
Go on then.
Right. How many patents did Thomas Edison accumulate worldwide?
178.
512.
I knew it'd be fucking stupid
Little
one.
butty that made a fuckload, didn't
I reckon I'm out of right answers here, you know.
he? I don't know. Right, is Guitar Hero the next one? Guitar Hero, the first game in the Guitar Hero franchise, was released for which games console?
Xbox.
PlayStation 2, man. Come on.
Yeah, but I was thinking because the original Xbox was out before the PS2, so was it going to be on there first?
It wasn't even thought of when that was out, was it? Xbox came out before PS2, was it?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
PS2
it was between Xbox and PS2, and
PS2.
PS2 is where I had it because it's GOAT console.
GOAT console, yeah. Nothing will beat PS2
Told you I wouldn't get anything else,
to be honest with you. I thought you would have smashed that one, to be fair.
Nope.
Remember Rock Band on PSP as well, banging. Right, what is more commonly referred to as dry ice?
Solid hydrogen.
Solid carbon dioxide.
Fuck knows.
I don't know if these are in order, sorry, but who is the main protagonist of the Witcher video game franchise?
It's Geralt of... I've put Rivendell.
Oh, Clays, that's fucking Lord of the Rings. Rivia.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have got that. I was just going to put Geralt of Riverdale for jokes, but then I thought, fuck Riverdale.
Have a point, I guess, isn't it? Because you just said who he name he is, isn't it?
Cool.
Do you have to say where he's from? Fuck knows. You probably do in that sort of...
No, I don't care. I'm getting a point for that.
How many pairs of ribs do human beings have?
8.
12.
I know it wouldn't be 16, but I tried to count, but, you know.
And then in what year was the first Final Fantasy game released?
1986.
1987.
Fuck's sake.
No jokes. 1987.
Right, I got 3 thumbs up and 7 socks. Oh, look.
3 thumbs up, 7 socks.
So 3 out of 10. I don't think that's too bad. I actually had an explanation for Polo as well, so I think I get.
You would have got a couple because Sega
Mega Drive I should have got.
But PS2 was enough.
PS2 I should have got.
Yeah, you should have gone on. But it's me next week, is it?
Fuck that. Yeah,
I've got to beat 3. I've got to be 3 thumbs up.
Yeah, but how many of that would you have got?
Yeah. That microphone one probably would have caught me out just how it was worded, to be honest. Which would have pissed me off.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking stupid.
Polo, I doubt. I don't know. If I had to think about it logically, maybe. But initial first thought probably would have fucked it. Tomb Raider, I probably wouldn't have. I don't know. I can't be asked to go through it, to be fair. So, yeah. I probably would have got the same as you.
Right. Should we go through some jokes?
Oh, yeah. Should we just do jokes?
Yeah. So, and then we'll do music. And then
we're done.
Done. Right. So, I'm going to read through these. I do not know what these say. So, if you're offended, I'm sorry.
Right.
Grow up. What did the toaster say to the slice of bread?
Get me out the bath.
I want you inside me.
Oh.
Some of them aren't like jokes, I don't think. They're more like statements. Well, not statements, but give it to me. Give it to me, she yelled. I'm so wet. Give it to me now. She could scream all she wanted, but she wasn't keeping the umbrella.
Wow.
2 men broke into a drugstore and stole all the Viagra. The police put out an alert to be on the lookout for 2 hardened criminals. They say that during sex you burn off as many calories as running 8 miles. Who the hell runs 8 miles in 30 seconds?
True.
Oh my god. Why do walruses love a Tupperware party?
Why?
They're always on the lookout for a tight seal. Wow. Right, this is the last one because for some reason an advert came up and covered the 7th one. So I'll admit it. I have a tremendous sex drive. My girlfriend lives 40 miles away.
Wow.
That doesn't make much sense. That one. That was a bit shit. So because of that, I'm going to find the 7th one. Right, here we are. Who's the most popular guy at the nudist colony?
Who?
The one that can carry a cup of coffee in each hand and a dozen donuts.
Wow.
That's quite a good website, actually. I quite enjoyed some of them. You actually laughed at them as well. So, not like forced laugh as well. You were like, fuck it now.
Forced laugh. Right,
Forced-skinned laugh.
Right. New music.
Fucking hell.
We're going with Suicide Boys, Yin Yang, Winter. Lil Durk, Almost Healed, Logic, Juice 2, J Hus, It's Crazy, Taylor Swift, Ice Spice, Karma, The Snuts, Gloria, Dominic Fike, Ant Pile, Foo Fighters, Show Me How, and Snot, Easter Pink.
And I'm going to add one into the mix, George, Dirt and the Diamond.
Boom.
Just Gandy, a little UK drill artist.
Yeah,
Grime artist, one or the other.
Feeling off.
So
we're done.
Yeah, that was nice and easy. That one wasn't.
We'll do a few of them. To be fair,
it's actually quite nice. I tell you, just having a little like quiz.
Well, we said I don't know if we said it on the
jokes,
pods, but
some fun.
sometimes it's like when we're trying to find like some of those cool topics, the blogs are shit. Like, we just don't find it funny, do we?
No, what we find funny, other
dark,
people probably don't, because, you know, it's quite offensive. And what other people find funny is usually dead content.
Yeah.
Like, well, you look at it and you just think...
We wouldn't react to it.
Is that your life? Like, how can you enjoy that?
Some people might find it funny.
You may as well be dead.
Like, how me and you react to just make it dead, the pod. So we may as well find content that me and you find jokes, and then we can share it, because it just makes it better, wouldn't it? So... I think we could, just run
even like quiz, like
every now and then, isn't it? 'Cause sometimes you might not always
do.
find. We'll try and stick more topical, make lists and all that bullshit. Make it more like creative and original, isn't it? Rather
when
than
there's
fun.
Actually things happening is easier. Like we've done obviously Logic and NF's album reviews. We did the John Wick film review, and
if we go off,
we can do stuff like that. If we go places like snowbombing, Vegas, Ibiza, all of that sort of thing. Projects that we're making, because we've got a few things coming up that we'll obviously look a bit more into, and then we can talk about it, and we could do a podcast where we talk about that, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
Be alright, wouldn't it?
And like might be learning a new skill as well, like we do with snowboarding and all that sort of stuff, so we can go through it and tell you our experiences.
And then if anybody obviously wants to hear us talk about anything, then just tell us.
Exactly.
If you've made it this far.
When it's like a quiet period, it's kind of just like, we must just do some random shit.
Yeah.
Just otherwise, fill the void, isn't it?
Well, otherwise we don't bother doing it, do we?
You know, I was listening to something at Chatterbix. They wanted to be a podcast where you're just doing your random job and it's just something in the ears. Like, honestly, you listen to some of the Chatterbix stuff and it's like they're just chatting random shit. But
exactly. It's like
it's jokes
pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, but they like it that you're just doing your gardening job or something, and you're just listening to them, because you're still doing your work, isn't it? It's just something there. You're not 100% focused on the pod. It's just something to listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
I quite like that.
Yeah.
It's more real, and rather than like a show sort of thing. So, yeah. So you never know.
Right. Well.
Right, we're signing off, yeah?
Yarb.
Right, find us on all streaming platforms and the SoulInsights Podcast, rating and review, please. Socials, Twitter, SI Index, TikTok, Instagram, SoulInsights Index, YouTube, SoulInsights.
Thank you for tuning in.
Toodaloo.